What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Keeta today. KTA. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. KTA, one of my more recent purchases today. I've had some fun trading in the DEX world recently and made some profits, and turning those profits into Keeta to hopefully turn them into even more profits or degrade them into dust. I'm actually kind of hoping this thing goes down. As nice as it would be to keep this profit train on a roll, it would be nice if it came down, because then I will really lay the hammer down on this thing. I bought back my original position in Keeta. Actually, well, not my original position as far as like actual KTA goes, but my original position in USD. And then I actually added more. I bought that at, I forget if it was 16 or 17 cents, somewhere around there. I made a post on it on X.com. Once we dropped down to 14 cents, I bought more. I doubled down. I actually tripled down. I put in like if I had that total amount, I had 3 times that amount, right, into it. And I'm prepared to double down on my total amount of KTA as well. I have some dry powder on the side, ready to deploy if we do hit this 11 cent area, if we do complete the thought and form this double bearish divergence move that would take us all the way down here to this area, if not lower. I'd start buying probably around like 11 cents or just below 12 cents. I'd really throw the hammer down on this thing, man. It would turn into, it's going to be fun to make any gains, but it would turn into something nice if we got that kind of low. It's completely possible. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but if I'm looking to buy once we hit this area or lower, and that's exactly what I'm looking to do if it happens. It might not happen because this bearish divergence, double bearish divergence, while it would imply that we hit this line and likely go through it, it doesn't have to happen. It doesn't have to. Sometimes in very bullish situations, and I'd say it's like less than 10% of the time, but it does happen sometimes where you reach for it, but you just can't quite get there. Who's to say that this double bearish divergence isn't completed already? You've moved down 38%. That's a pretty significant bit, right? And you're very reluctant to move down, if I do say so, right? You're pretty damn reluctant to move down. Hoping that you move down, though, because I'd like to buy some more at cheaper prices, that's for sure. And again, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but just because I'm buying here doesn't mean that that's the floor. It could absolutely, you should prepare yourselves, you guys, for it to go down to 4.3 cents. I will buy more at these areas too. I'll probably have my biggest purchase, single purchase for KTA at this area, and then I'll have some scraps down here just to add in and help bring that DCA cost average down. Because let's say, and this is not accurate, this is not the amount that I put in, but let's say I put in $1,000. Let's say that's like throwing the hammer down for me, right? $1,000 right there, and then I have scraps down here. It's like $100. Okay. I have $1,000, and while yes, that thousand might be at a 53% loss, if I put $100 in down at these areas, right at about like 4.4 cents there, and it comes back up to where I bought the where the hammer was down, that scraps turns into 200 or over $200, right? It turns into 20% of whatever amount that I put in here. I hope that makes sense, like in reference to that. And then let alone if it grows to new highs, which I think it will, that could turn into a sizable amount, roughly the same amount that I would put in here or something like that in this kind of aspect. I don't know if that makes sense. But of course, I'm putting in probably more money than that. I mean, not probably, definitely more money than that. If we're looking at this thing here, what I really liked about it and what made me buy when we were at 14 cents, even just below 14 cents, I wanted to buy more, but I didn't, because I told myself, even though we went a little bit lower, I told myself I need to wait for us to get below 12 cents, which we almost did, but we didn't quite get there. What do we see? 12.39 cents. I was looking to buy, man, but it didn't happen, or buy more, I should say. The reason why I bought here at this 4-hour like area on the low end was because the 4-hour RSI here is at the same area that we found support last time before we began this trend up. The same area we found support last time before we began this trend up, began that trend up there. And then here you were a little bit lower still, but you also moved up. I'm anticipating this thing wants to keep going, keep growing. We'll see how it goes. Looking at the 1-hour time frame here, you do have lower lows in the RSI. This whole RSI has been in a downtrend, and you're not necessarily forming consistent higher lows right here, but lower lows here with overall kind of just moving sideways. It's not necessarily hidden bullish divergence, but it does make me think that you're rather well postured, right? If you do find support here, you're getting overbought, you're not getting oversold. That's a good thing. On the 1-hour time frame here, we put that right at the low. You're kind of just below these areas where you found support before, a little bit above that area there where you found support before. Kind of obscure, to be completely fair, but it's okay if it's obscure. You basically bounced right off the 40 area. That's where you bounced off of, and that's a good look in itself as well. You had some decent volume come in, but you definitely had a lot of volume on this selling candle. But that's a big wick too. Maybe it's not selling. I wonder what's the 5-minute time frame look like? looks like selling pressure, maybe some buying pressure there, maybe some selling pressure there. I don't know. And truthfully, I would expect that we do continue to come down. So just looking at the 5 minutes, so it's small. With a chart like this that doesn't have that much history, it might have more weight than it normally does, but it wouldn't surprise me. It really wouldn't surprise me at all if this thing came down. I'm kind of anticipating that it does come down somewhere on line with this here. It wouldn't surprise me if we not only hit this line, but even went a little bit below this line to find support, and maybe we do go even lower than that. We could go all the way to 4 cents. I know that it might sound all over the place with this video with my price predictions, but let me tell you what I mean whenever I say it wouldn't surprise me. Okay, I'm waiting to buy more. Where am I waiting to buy more at? Below 12 cents, at 11.5 cents or lower. Okay, I'm waiting for that. If it happens, I'm going to lay the hammer down right there. And even though I'm buying there, it wouldn't surprise me if we go lower, right? But I'm not playing this game. I'm just trying to get in on this low market cap coin before it takes off higher. And then I am fully anticipating that it will go lower. And even with that anticipation, I'm buying here and holding. And if it does go down here, expecting that it could, not that it will, right, but that it could, I will buy more because we're finding support at prior areas of resistance here, even though we've broken out of the uptrend, which we haven't, because we will still have higher lows, right? We still will have higher lows. Breaking out of lines like this can cause massive capitulation where people who know what they're doing can get in, and the people who don't know what they're doing, they panic sell at the worst possible times. That's kind of what I mean. If we take a high here or a low here to a high there, your 236 is at about 8.6 cents, which is right at the base areas of these lows, which also, if we were to continue to drop in this kind of format, might give us a perfect precision bounce off of this ascending trend line and the 236 itself. If I sell, if you want to pay attention to when I buy, when I sell, not that you should copy me, but if you want to, go ahead and follow me on x.com. C-Zar the Great, at Chris Harris 85. That's me. I always post whenever I buy. I post whenever I sell. Any kind of anything like that, I'll post it on x.com. I talk about it on YouTube as well, but just in case I'm not at the desk to make videos, right? Even if I am at home and I don't feel like making videos, I'll always post stuff on x.com. The reason, again, why I haven't gone super heavy into KTA, don't get me wrong, I'll be happy with any gains that I get. It's fun to make money. Especially whenever you're sleeping. But the reason why I haven't thrown the hammer down yet is because we still have a very real possibility to not just go from here from 15 cents to 11 cents, but we have a very real possibility to drop another like 43%, right? So that's why I'm waiting. I bought more today. Yes, I did. But after I sold, so I bought back, and then I bought a little bit heavier and at 14 cents, but I'm just planning on layering down. That's my plan. That doesn't have to be your plan. If you like the sound of my plan and you want to follow it, sure, go ahead. Who am I to stop you? Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I always recommend that people do their own research, formulate their own kind of ideas and their own plans. That way, if something goes south in my world, or it goes unexpected, you're not left there with your what in your hand, just wondering what is going on, what the next move should be. I could die tomorrow, man. No, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but I could be gone, and then what? If you're counting on me to be the person to tell you it's a good time to buy, it's a good time to sell, like that's just not a good way to be. So again, I'm thinking that we do drop a little bit lower. I do think that if you want to invest in this thing, to look into it, do your own research, right? Figure out what it does, and then if you like the sound of it, then go for it. Roll the dice. I did buy at prices that were higher than this. I did buy more at prices that were just below this, and I'm fully prepared to buy at prices that are lower than this even. But I wouldn't be surprised if we went down to these areas. I wouldn't be surprised if we went lower, and I am buying in preparation that I could be wrong, because again, first time I talked about this video was right here, and I was hoping we'd get a chance to buy in at these areas, right? Hoping to buy in at these prior areas of resistance here, but you just pumped anyways. So could you do the same thing here? Absolutely you could. It wouldn't surprise me at all if we did just continue to grow, but time will tell. I will say this kind of look, just to end the video off, this kind of like rolling over almost always provides a very substantial downtrend, okay, or a downward sloping move. So really, if you are investing in this, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, if you are buying here or waiting to buy, it's a very real possibility that we could go down to 4.6 cents. It's very real. And if you're prepared to buy here, what you're then telling, you have to have an agreement with yourself. If I'm going to buy here, I will not sell here at a 69% loss. That's intense. That's why I'm having like some what I like to call play money, some F it money, right? Screw it money. Some money that if it goes to zero, I'm not going to cry, right? I'm not going to feel like a loser if it happens, right? Roll the dice, gamble in these decentralized altcoin markets and see how it goes. But if we go down to this area, I will be buying more. If we go down to this area here, prior areas of support, I will be throwing the hammer down, looking for short-term plays, right? I do plan on holding some for the long term, but I also plan on having some short-term plays throughout this thing. So if we are looking for that next high, if it comes instead of going lower, I would say that the next target area is at about 31 cents. So we're at 15.3 cents now. I absolutely will, 100%, I will be selling the majority of what I hold in KTA at 31 cents. And then I will look to reallocate at lower prices, okay? And maybe even just below 31 cents to front run it a little bit. I don't know. That's what I'm doing. That doesn't mean that's what you have to do. And let's just make it clear. Let's be very clear here. Whenever we were down here, I thought that the stopping area would be at 6.9 cents right here. Did we stop there? Sure, for like a 4-hour period, but that was it. And then we continued to run up, right? We actually exceeded my expectations. So just because I'm talking about stopping here, does that mean that it has to stop there? No, it could go all the way up to 66 cents, twice as high. And from here, that'd be a 5x instead of a 2x. So, don't I'm not treating this like some kind of lemon or fruit that I'm trying to juice for all it's got. I'm just trying to get in, make profits, get out, take those profits, put them in somewhere else that has an opportunity to grow, or wait for this thing to pull back and put them in there. I would be totally fine at selling here, it going higher, and then when the price comes back down to find support, buying back in at the same price. I'd be fine with that, right? But I have patience. I have experience in these markets, and I don't get shaken out by things doing what I don't expect them to. Certainly, if I sell here, and I'm planning on it, but I might not. We'll see. I mean, maybe I'm asleep and it just tears right through the roof, and then I get the opportunity to sell up here. I don't know. I plan on selling here. What I don't plan on doing is selling here. It continues to grow, and I buy more. If I sell here and it continues to grow, I plan on being like, good job for all the KTA people. Good job, right? Just like with DRB, I sold some at about, I think it was 3016, 3017, somewhere in that area. It went all the way up here, and I'm like, good job for all of you guys. But I don't care. Keep going, do all that, right? I wanted to take profits. I wanted to roll some of that into KTA and just have some cash on the side to buy more. But I got nothing else for you guys. I hope it's clear what I'm trying to say here. I am anticipating that we go down. We probably go anywhere from about 10 cents to 11.5 cents. We're at 15.3 cents now. I've bought more just because, in case I'm wrong, and I know that's never happened before, but I could be wrong, and we might see a 100% move here pretty soon. So don't be surprised if we do. If I'm wrong, that's good, right? We're making money anyway. So that's all I got. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Do your own research. Bye-bye.